Oh my god. Excuse me. I'm a little bit sick today. I feel achy and a little bit yucky. I hope I'm not coming down with something from going in taxis. Ow! It hurts to talk. But thank you for asking. Oh, I sure hope I'm not coming down with something. Like I said, I just feel weak and achy. And I didn't have much of an appetite today. How are you? How are you, ACL? Thank you for asking how I'm doing. How are you doing? How was your day? Ow! Ow, my chest hurts. Oh my god, I hope I'm not getting that damn flu. I ate some Turkish delights and different food from some place, and I didn't even think that, the packaging could have been dirty. What did you say? I hope you get better soon. Oh, thank you. What I need to hope is get something damn well for my teeth. My teeth are getting darker and darker all the time. Combination of the tea and the gum. I'm watching a Christmas movie. Ow! On a little device. Oh. Oh, ow. Oh. Could you get me a heating pad, please? Remember those heating pads? Oh, I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh. I need one for my neck. My neck is totally all crooked today. Right now, anyway. Oh, cold. I need one for my neck, and I need a nice blankie for my shoulders. And talking makes me feel like I want to throw up. I slept a lot today. When I got up, I didn't feel very well, so I ate and then I went and laid down, but I actually did fall asleep. Then I got up, and then I putted around, I did different things. Then I went and laid down, I actually fell asleep, or was almost starting to fall asleep again. I was like, it's only 4 o'clock or 4:30, I better not go to sleep. So I forced myself to make something to eat, like I just ate some of it. I ate most of the noodles. But I never did eat all the meat and kimchi. I'll have to make it with some rice tomorrow. I hope it's still good. I don't really like eating out of the same bowl, and then whatever you ate out of, like that plate that you ate out of, I don't really like putting that plate in the fridge. And so because I ate out of the pot that I made the food in, to me it's contaminated now with spit. Saliva, you know, saliva will break down the same way it breaks it down in your stomach. I'll do something different. It's Friday night. I don't know if you're aware, but some people, I guess, don't read the about and the profile on me. But I'm actually sick, and I suffered a concussion, so every now and then when I feel sickly, my whole body seems to hurt or get affected. And the weather's changed here. It's gotten really, really cold. And this house is not insulated at all. So that it almost seems like the heat, because the heat rises, it almost seems like the yeah, like the heat is rising. So even though I'm putting the heater on, it seems like it just blows the coolness around almost. It doesn't seem to get really nice and warm. The only time it's warm in the house is after I've taken a shower. And, hey, it's that guy. Oh, and then it doesn't help that I have a leather couch. So the couch is freezing cold. How about you? Enough about me whining and complaining all the time. Oh yeah, I have a memory problem too since my concussion. So the days I'm not doing bad, sometimes I don't realize. But I mistake my days sometimes. You've been well so far. In other words, you're stuck in a house with no proper weather protection. Yeah, like I put some plastic. It's like there's, excuse me. It's like there's holes everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's near the window or not. It's cold everywhere. So that in the bedroom, for example, the bedroom I'm in, I taped it off with some plastic. But it seemed to be, now it's like moist in there. So it's a different kind of cold. Like at my age, I'm in my 50s. So for me already, being skinny like I am, I don't have any meat to keep me warm. So that, yeah, it's just cold all the time. The only time it's warm is when I finish taking a shower. So the days that I don't wash my hair, it's nice and warm after my shower. The house gets warm. Especially I cook in the morning, I make something warm right away. And I get some tea in me right away. I'm okay. What's the weather where you are? I forget where you said you are in the States. I'm sorry, I got short-term memory. Was it you that's in California? Where are you, HL? Hello. I don't know if you can hear the fan in the background. Oh, Florida. Sorry. Florida. I've not been to Florida as yet. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not up to code whatsoever. Like insulation, all of it, even the flooring. That better than being in an apartment or somewhere where there's a bunch of noise or problems. I put my winter blanket on yesterday, so I've got a few layers instead of running the heater all night. That big fan, oh, so noisy. I started getting a headache because I didn't feel well yesterday. God, there's a girl on TV. She almost looks like that woman. There's a little bug from a plant I brought in. She almost looks like Wonder Woman, but I know it's not her. What part of Florida are you in? What did you do today, ACL? Thank you for coming to visit me in my live streams. You've been so constant. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know if I didn't feel well yesterday. If you're in Florida, you'll have to worry about the heat summer months. Yeah. Why is it that extreme in Florida compared to Canada? I love the warmth. I would just go swimming with the dolphins. Is there any fish where you are? Is that Florida that has the dolphins? I forget. Well, because I'd never been there, but... I have to sneeze. Yeah, especially when she smiles. To put it simply, Florida is near the equator on the planet, as because Florida is close enough to it that when the temperature rises almost the whole year. And yes, Florida has dolphins. Ow, my lungs, my body. Well, that's nice of you to put it simple for me. I need simple, especially when I'm not feeling well. I would not do well there then. I was in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I don't get if they had winter like we do, but I know that I was turning black. Like, mulatto, being light-skinned as I am, the heat was so hot from, and like a baked bacon and eggs on the street hot. It was so hot and windy. Oh my god, it got so windy. But that was a long time ago. That was over 20 years ago. Or closer to 30 years ago now. Oh my god. But yeah, from like they're about, it seemed from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. it was hot out. Mommy, where's my mommy? You ever feel so sick you just want somebody? Thank you, James. I appreciate you for giving me a thumbs up. But yeah, that was about in 87. 1987. Oh, 87 or 88? 68. Yeah, I would have been there about in 87. Was it in 86? Anyway, sometime between 86 and 88, I was in Colorado Springs. I have to try and force myself to remember, because that's not good if you can't remember. I'm kind of young still. I would like to visit Colorado at some time in my life. Yeah, it was nice. I went to Colorado. What's next? What's the main state? Colorado. Oh, you know, when I try and remember just the slightest bit, I get a headache from my concussion. Denver. Yeah, I was in Denver, just visited, but I lived in Colorado. And then there's Manitou Springs. And it's really orange. The mountains, as it were. I don't know what those are called, but it's It's almost like a rusty brown or orangey color. Beigey, rusty. I don't know how to explain it. Really pretty. As though there was water there at some point, and the water went away, and that's what the erosion left. I don't know. I don't know my history well enough. All I know is what I vaguely remember from 30 years ago in passing. I used to do daycare back then. Was living with my sister-in-law for a while. Was married to an American. So I've been to different parts of the United States. Mainly Vermont, because Vermont is next to Montreal, or sort of, kind of. And, so yeah, I used to work at Mount Scottney Ski Resort. That was probably around 86. In Vermont, Mount Scottney. And then at one point I was in, where was I? Cranston, Rhode Island. Another point I was in, what was that? Ow, my rib. Ow, I shouldn't have moved like that. I'm all achy, guys. Where was that? I forget now. I lived with my other sister-in-law and her husband. I mean, my brother-in-law and his wife. I forget where they lived. Oh, Massachusetts. I've been to Massachusetts. Been to California. Rodeo Drive. I've been to, where else have I been to? What's under Manitoba? There's north and south something. Where was that? Don't tell me, let my brain work for it. Where was that? Dakota. North Dakota and South Dakota. I've been there. Where else was I? And I'm not know why I'm chewing gum when I don't feel well. Oh, guys, I sure hope I didn't catch that flu. Like today, I kind of had the runs. But this evening, I have more of a feeling like I want to throw up every now and then. But it's just the smell. Like I smell sickness, like I smell a cold. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Ever since I ate that Turkish delight, ever since I got that candy, because I feel like having some right now. I want some candy. You almost have to sanitize everything you touch nowadays. We got Ebola and the flu going around where I am. Is there any problems where you are? Hello, Bradley. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. First time no see on my live stream. Thank you for joining me. Bradley, where are you? Are you in the States as well? I was just telling ACL how I've traveled to many spots, different parts of the United States, and kind of lived in a couple of spots for a short while. I'm not feeling the best today, Bradley. I feel sick. And I sure hope it goes away soon, because if I throw up, if you ever know anything about a head injury, if I freaking throw up, my fucking head is going to feel like it's popping. Excuse my language, but oh my God, the idea. Because I just ate. I didn't feel like eating all day, but I sort of kind of forced myself to make something so I could get something in my belly. And it's been over an hour now, and I'm starting to feel sick. I know you don't want to hear that, I'm sure, but I'm happy now that you're here. Let me try and pop you a couple of bubbles, because I was just about to get rid of the gum, but oh, this sounds muffled. Ah. I was watching a movie, but then when I just finally looked back, it just finished. It's always the same plot anyway. Whew, what time is it? Oh, 9 o'clock. Let me see if I can work the other stuff. You know what I'm in the mood for? Which I don't have the ingredients though right now. I kind of feel like having plain pasta. You just make some pasta noodles, open up a jar of spaghetti, and just grate some strong cheese on it. That's what I'm in the mood for, some Monterey Jack. I feel like just having some plain spaghetti. Or a nice spaghetti, or a cold. I might have to move my party into my bedroom, guys. Like I said, I don't feel well. I'm going to go to bed early today. I really shouldn't go to bed too early. Somebody came around the house yesterday because there's snow here, you can tell. Oh, I'm getting cold. I need to get my house coat. Hold on. I need to get my house coat. I'm getting too cold and achy. Oh. Now. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh. Ow. Damn coach. Don't get a leather furniture. Damn shit's cold in the winter. It doesn't seem to be too bad in the summer, but the winters. If you're in a cold house, it is not fun. Cold. Oh, please say prayers for me, guys. Oh my God, please say prayers for me that I don't get sick more than I'm already feeling. Oh my God. I do not like being sick. Especially because I'm all by myself. Oh my God, I will not do well. Even the food I made today didn't even taste good. I only ate like one bowl. Usually I could eat around 3 of those small bowls. Bradley! Help! ACL and Bradley, take care of me. It's so cold that my bubbles pop right away as well. Why are you guys not talking to me? Oh. I need my heating pad. Somebody get my heating pad. Somebody get me tea. Somebody get me something to warm my feet. You know when you're getting sick and you can feel it in your voice? Like your voice starts getting all How many days ago was that I bought those Turkish delights? You know why? Because I went in a taxi that day. I think I even went in a taxi like 3 times this week. 2-3 times. So I ended up getting exposed to germs. And anyway, the last time I ended up not washing my hands the minute I got in. Normally I do that. I put sanitizer, especially before I go. Like, I'll put the sanitizer on my hands, kind of saturate my hands in the sanitizer, and then put my groceries away, and then my hands will still have sanitizer on them so that it kind of cleans or sanitizes some of the groceries a bit. Obviously not the fruit, but whatever germs might be on the box or packaging. But that day I was so hungry, I had never eaten before I left, I guess. So that the minute I came in, I was like, Oh, what's this? And I think I started eating a sandwich, or I forget what I ate, but ACL, is it okay that I stay for 2 hours? If I stay live stream for 2 hours, are you gonna stay with me? Oh no, and then I dropped my device right on the plug-in part, and then it kind of bent it bent my oh my god, that picture looks stupid. Oh my god, my live picture, I was trying to pick up the noodles. I didn't really see what it looked like. I went to eat some noodles and it was made of the bulldog sauce and it splashed in my eye. Oh my god, my head hurts, guys. Oh, I feel yucky. Ugh. Look. This gum is acting up a bit. Oh, what's this? Charlie sees all. Oh, I don't think I like this guy. Oh, it's not even real. So I unfortunately had to unsubscribe from a lot of stuff that Elon Musk is doing. Because I personally, and I know this might hurt your feelings, whoever's here, sorry, not sorry, but I mean, anybody who's going to be blatantly ruining my planet and destroying things and not answering my whatever to come on a play date with me, well, I'm not taking time with him anymore. So I'm mad at him. So when I found out that he was taking over TikTok or wherever, not TikTok, Twitter. When I heard that he was going to be taking over Twitter, but then let dumpy bus face on there and this other guy, I don't want nothing to do with him. And then as far as not securing the spacecrafts, all the stuff that he's doing and wasting and polluting, things crashing and it's polluting the air and it's messing up the ecosystem and it's messing up the wildlife. I'm mad at him. So Elon, I'll still dance with you. I'm still in lust with you, but I'll never marry you. Well, okay, maybe I would. If I seen you up close and looked at you hard enough, see if you look good enough. You're gonna have to exercise, oh buddy. Anyways. I'm trying to get my hours up, ACL, so thank you very much for helping me get my watch time up. Oh look, I'm at 1,089. I'm missing one more and I'm at 1.2K and growing. Others. Hey, I put a short on and it's not showing as a short. ACL, I hope you forgive me that I haven't done your suggestion yet. I will do it. I just feel achy and yucky right now. I'm sorry. I tried to do it yesterday some for you, and the day before, or the day before that for live. Visit. I wonder if this is the Corey that used to live in my building. I used to live in a building many months ago. Many months ago. This way. Do you have other holy socks? No. I get rid of stuff the minute like, because I bought 2 new pairs of socks. That means I have to get rid of 4 socks. Because as I get closer to Christmas, I get rid of all the socks, and then at Christmas I buy new socks. And then in the summer I get new summer socks. Now, did my watch time go up or not? Did anybody notice? ACL, did you like the one where I'm spitting or not? Nicholas Mueller. He says, I really like it if we can see your spit on the gum. Huh. Ow. How come all these look like they were answered? Oh, here's this. Also, my suggestion. ACL, I told you to remind me of your suggestion. I didn't say remind me that you have a suggestion. You have to remind me what is the suggestion. I have to go to the bathroom. Hold on. Oh! I'm messing up my carpet. I am definitely throwing that pork out, guys. I think it was contaminated or something. Oh. Oh. I definitely think I'm sick. Either that or that damn pork is no good. Oh. I am getting more achy as the moments are going by. Oh. But then again, I always get achy this time of night. Lately. Oh, there's crumbs on the floor. Wait. You know what this gum is good for? It's actually great for picking out the little specks of dirt off my carpet. Oh, hold on. Oh, jeez. You know, I just freaking did the vacuuming on this carpet just 2 days ago. But the damn vacuum I have is just that garbage. It's not bad. Oh. Why? Oh, why? Oh my God, why is it this dirty? I just freaking did it. Oh. That is not good, yo. Oh, now I'm making a mess. There's hair, because of me putting my hair down. I find my hair falls out, or it's breaking off. I don't know what's going on. Those who don't like when I smoke, sorry. Please tell me in the comments if it bothers you if I smoke. Oh. How come nobody's talking to me? Did I say I was being silent? Okay, I broke the silence. I'm not silent anymore. I just feel yucky and I just went to the washroom. My stomach hurts even more now. And I could definitely have to throw that supper out of mine. Because if I'm sick and I ate out of that bowl, the pan, then it's definitely contaminated. So I have to throw it out for sure now. Oh, it's so cold. I took something called the melatonin yesterday through the day, and it didn't even seem to be making me tired for a nap. But I think maybe it's kicking in today and I feel tired early. Either that or I just am sick. All I know is my freaking rib is killing me. Guys, if I get freaking sick when I have this headache all the time already as it is, I'm getting so scared. I hope I don't get sick. Please. Please, please, please don't let me get sick. I had something called a colloidal silver generator because I have traveled to the States. I do have a couple of things that I know about that the Canadians don't necessarily didn't know about 20 years ago. Anyways, I had this colloidal silver generator where it broke out minute particles of the silver and it helped me if when I got a cold. But somehow that mysteriously got lost. I had that thing for freaking 30 years, yo. 20 years at least. Somehow mysteriously it's gone. I'm gonna have to look in my one suitcase one more time. Sure hope that Mike didn't steal it. Fuck, I hate thieves. Why do people steal? God, I hate that. Anyways, when I usually get an onset of a cold, I take that colloidal silver and I make the water and I put it in my mister. I put it in the thing that makes mist in the house. And that helps kill the germs as well, I find. And it helps me so I'm breathing in like that colloidal water, that colloidal mix. And anyways, I'm telling my secrets. That's how I usually, and then I eat lots of garlic, honey, and olive oil mix with lemon and some capsaicin. I take that every morning, like even all day. I'll eat it even on bread when I'm not feeling well. Even if I throw up, I don't mind, because then at least I have the garlic, honey, and olive oil and different things that are helping to make my body well. Oh, I'm sorry I don't feel well. I don't have a headache. But yeah, if I don't feel well tomorrow again, I'm definitely going to be tearing this house apart looking for that generator. I had the silver rods. The silver rods were pretty much getting depleted. Then I got a hold of some copper rods, but I don't think they were correct. Copper breakdown, whatever. So I stopped using that. And then I was trying to order some gold rods over the internet because of my head injury. I couldn't figure it out. And I never did get to order those rods. I should do that tomorrow too. Try and figure it out. Freak, it's so cold. It gets like this rush of coldness in here. Oh, my neck hurts so bad. Oh, my stomach. Oh. Oh, owie. Oh, no, please. Owie, owie. Ow. Ugh. Oh, this light's not helping. Directly in my eyes. Oh. Friday night and I ain't got nobody. I might have COVID and I hope you don't have it too. I went in a taxi in hopes to get something, but instead I got the flu. Oh, I hope I'm not gonna be sick Saturday night too. Oh, I hope not. Ow. I'm so cold, guys. I might have to shut this party down, guys. Let's go in my room. I wonder if I should read. Will that help me? Yeah, I think that meat was bad. Turn this on. I can throw this stuff out. I definitely don't want any more if it made me sick already. Do not fall. Oh! Do not want that. Now what else? Oh, let me check the temperature. 74. It says, I don't understand how this works. Does anybody else know? Why does it say 64? Is the temperature 64 or is it 74? Oh. Ow, achy. Oh, achy, achy, achy. Oi, oi, oi. I think I'm gonna have to bring that little heater in here. Ooh. So cold in here, guys. Ugh. I think I might have to blow some incense. That pork smelled weird. It gave me a bellyache. So cold in here, I have to bring a heater. this one. What the heck? What happened? Oh. Oh. Something's wrong with this plant. I keep finding dead leaves. Look, it's growing, but yet some leaves are dying. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyways, let me make this room smell better because while my bedroom warms up, so you can see I don't know if you could see this, but it's such a draft in here that you can't even see the smoke. That's how much of a draft there is in the house. And then these are cheap dollar store things. I keep forgetting that they smell more like twig. It doesn't have much of a coating on it, so it smells more like stick burning. Let me put this underneath. Get rid of that. I guess the smell of that smells better than the pork. That didn't taste right. To remember tomorrow to look into Patreon. Patreon? Is it Patreon or Patron? Ah, my stomach hurts. Oh, it went past the 2-hour mark. I better turn this off, guys. Or should I keep going? All I know is my stomach is hurting more and more. Maybe if I have a little bit of some oregano, that might help. I don't know if you guys know that smell. Have you ever smelled somebody when they're sick? Fuck, I hate that stink. It stinks, man. Oh, my stomach. My body. The body. Body. Tip, 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 tip. Oh, messy, messy, messy. Oh, I didn't even make my bed today. Ow! Okay, I have 1, 3, 4 layers of blankets. I'll read to you. Where was I last? 5-year-old flattened by a railroad bed. No. Gosh, have I not been reading it? Oh, I read that one. Oh, look at that. I can remember that I read it. Which, we have. problem since this concussion is if I don't put a place showing where I was, sometimes I could read the whole paragraph and still not realize that, oh, I read that. But oh, if you could feel my hands are so cold. I know I read Uncle Feather's Adventure. Let's see. I'm gonna think I read that chapter. The perfect babies. Let's see. Yeah, Pete, Fudge said, all's well that ends well. Then he turned 2 somersaults and landed in my lap. I don't know if I read that. But that's the problem. Don't get a head injury. Don't get old and get a head injury. And then get Alzheimer's and dementia all rolled into it all. Anyhow, this one's chapter 6. Judy Blume, Fudgemania. The next morning, Sheila cornered my mother on the porch. Oh, I did read this part. She had the brilliant idea that she should babysit Fudge and that Mum should pay her. I read that. What was the last one? The last paragraph says, I followed, not that I wasn't perfectly happy on my own, but why miss out on one of Mrs. A's snacks? It is a cute book. It's for little kids, but that's the grade level reading I can do only at this point. Anyways, so this little Sheila girl, she wants to be the babysitter for the little boy called Fudge, who's in awe with her and wants to marry her someday. But the girl is young enough that so she's convincing the mother of Fudge that she's going to get paid. Anyhow, yada yada, then, so anyways, in the middle of the chapter, page 43, it says, but Sheila wasn't interested in sharing her salary with me. It was my idea, she said. Why should I give up half my money? Because he's too much for one person to handle. I can handle anything, Peter. I'm a very respectable person. She turned away from me and called, Fudgy, where are you? Up here, honey, Fudge called back. In his best husband voice. He was sitting on a branch in the tree, in a swing tree. Ow. What are you doing up there? Sheila asked, standing under him. Resting, Fudge said. A bird always rests after breakfast. I've got news for you, I told him. You're not a bird. I'm practicing for when I grow up, he said. You're not going to be a bird when you grow up, I reminded him. I know I'm not going to be a bird, he said, swinging his feet. I'm going to be a bird breather. What's a bird breather? Sheila asked. Somebody who breathes for birds. I never heard of that, Sheila said. People don't breathe for birds. That's how much you know. Sheila looked at me. He means a bird breeder, I said. Without me around, she'll never understand him. Oh, a bird breeder, Sheila said. That makes more sense. What makes more sense? Fudge asked. Being a bird breeder, Sheila said. What's a bird breeder? Fudge asked. Someone who breeds birds and animals, Sheila said. What's breeds? Sheila looked at me again. You wanted to be in charge, I said. You answer his questions. It's someone who raises animals, Sheila explained. Like a dog breeder raises dogs, and a cat breeder raises cats, and a bird breeder raises birds. And a baby breeder raises babies, Fudge asked. I hope somebody's listening to me and enjoying my reading. Anyway, I know it's not coherent. I'm not reading it correctly just because I forget how to read, but whatever. Practice makes perfect. See, when I get tired, I can't speak correctly anyway. Even if I was reading it right, I might not be saying it correctly because my brain doesn't work sometimes. Anyways, so where was I? And a baby breeder raises babies? Fudge asked. Not exactly, Sheila told him. Parents raise babies. How come baby breeders don't raise babies? I don't know, Sheila said. It just doesn't work that way. I started to laugh. Just wait till she finds out how many questions he asks a day. Now come down from that tree, Sheila told Fudge. No. Very well, she said, sounding exactly like our 5th grade teacher. She marched off towards the garage and came back with a 10-foot ladder. Just as she got to the tree, Fudge scrambled down just as a squirrel. Ha ha, he sang. Fooled you, didn't I? Sheila put her hands on her shoulders on his shoulders and her face right up close to his. Now listen to me, Fudge Hatcher. I made a deal with your mother. I'm going to be your babysitter and He didn't wait for her to finish. I thought you're going to be my wife. First, I'm going to be your babysitter, she said. And if that works out, we'll talk about the wedding. Could you imagine this is what we read? Oh my goodness, I forgot this book, but I love Julie Blume. Anyways, after lunch, everyone went off to their afternoon activities just like summer camp. Libby went to work at Icky's ice cream parlor. Grandma and Buzzy Sr. went for a hike. Oops. In Acadia National Park, Mom and Dad took Tootsie to the pond to see the ducks. The Tudmans went to visit friends, and Sheila took Fudge down to the beach. So, for once, there was no one around to bother me. No one asked stupid questions. This is the life, I thought, as I stretched out in the hammock in the backyard. Whoops. Oh! Oh boy. See, this is the life. When you're single and sick, you have to read to yourself. Now, where was I? This is the life as I stretched out in the hammock in the backyard. I can do anything I feel like doing now. I can finish my Gary Polson book or ride my bicycle out to the lighthouse. I looked over at Turtle, who was sleeping in the sun. I could tell he was having a dream by the way his legs and tail twitched. I thought about taking him for a walk. He could use the exercise. Since we got here, he's been sleeping a lot. A walk to the beach would do him good. I jumped up and called, "Come on, boy. Let's go. Have some fun." Ow, my ribs. Turtle opened his eyes and looked at me. He yawned. "Don't you want to go to the beach?" I asked, tugging at his collar. But he still wouldn't budge. "Okay, fine," I told him. "Just sit there." I walked away, sure he would follow me, but when I turned back to check, he was asleep again. Who cares, I thought. I don't need him. I don't need anyone. I can have plenty of fun on my own. I walked through the woods to the beach. Sheila and Fudge were out in front of Mrs. A's house, rock hunting. What a joke. The whole beach is made of pink rocks. When the tide is out, you could walk on rocks for miles. I headed in their direction. At first, they didn't notice me. They were too busy choosing rocks to dump in their buckets. So I snuck up right behind Sheila and made a loud barking sound. Ruff! Sheila jumped about 3 feet. She was really mad when she saw it was me. "Who invited you?" she shouted. "It's a public beach," I told her. "I don't need an invitation. I want you to know, Peter Hatcher, that even if you spend all day, every day with us, you're still not getting a penny of my babysitting money." "I don't want your money." "Then what are you doing here?" she asked. "Anyone who feels like being here can be here," I told her. So how come you didn't feel like being here before? How come you suddenly feel like it now? I spread my arms wide and sang as loud as I could. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fudge started laughing. Don't encourage him, Sheila said. I kept on singing. Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. I learnt that song last night from Buzzy Sr. and Grandma. It's called Some Enchanted Evening. This is too embarrassing for words, Sheila said. I would have kept on singing, but Miss A called out her porch. You boys. She waved to us. Did you find your uncle? He was at home, Fudge called back. He was hiding. That's a relief. I was worried. What uncle? Sheila asked. Uncle Feather, Fudge said. She thinks he's my real uncle. Why would she think that? Sheila said. She just does, Fudge said. Right, Pete? Yeah, right, I told him. But that doesn't make any sense, Sheila said. A lot of things don't make any sense, Fudge said. Like a bird breather, I thought. Yoo-hoo! Mrs. A called again. Come up and have a snack. Mitzi's here. Fudge took off and Sheila panicked. Wait for me, Fudgy, she called. She tried to lift the bucket, but the perfect babysitter hadn't stopped to think about how much rocks weigh. Want some help? I asked. I don't need your help. She dumped all the rocks out of the bucket, then turned it upside down over them. Worried someone's going to steal your rocks, I said. These rocks are special. Oh, I guess I didn't notice since there's about 2 zillion more exactly like them. You're hopeless, Peter. Really hopeless. That's better than you are, I called. But I don't think she heard me. She was already running up the beach after Fudge. I followed. Not that I wasn't perfectly happy on my own. But why miss out on Mrs. A's snacks? Chapter 7. The Best News of the Century. By Judy Blume. Fudge-omania. Chapter 7. Mitzi was smaller than Fudge, with long hair tied in a ponytail. She wore a baseball glove on her left hand. Miss A introduced us to her as soon as we got to the house. This is Fudge Feather, she said. And this is her big brother. She put her finger on her mouth and paused. Peter, I said, helping her out. Oh. I don't know why people can always remember Fudge's name, but not mine. Yes, Miss A said. Peter Feather. Feather is a funny name, Mitzi said. Actually, it's Hatcher, I told her, setting the record straight. But I thought your uncle's name is Feather, Mrs. A said. It is, Fudge told her. His first name is Feather, I explained, before things got more confused. Feather Hatcher. Uncle Feather Hatcher. Oh, Miss A said, laughing. I get it now. So you're the Hatcher boys, not the Feather boys. That's right, I told her. I like Feather better, Mitzi said. And Fudge isn't a name. It's a candy. It's a name too, Fudge told her. Right, Pete? That's right, I said. Doesn't he have another name, Mitzi asked me? A real name? It's Farley, Fudge said. He stuck out his chin, daring her to say anything more. Farley? Mitzi said, opening her eyes really wide. That's a real name. Yes, Fudge said. Grandma, Mitzi said, is Farley a name? It's a beautiful name, Mrs. A said. Oops. Page 52. There was once a handsome movie. We're not even halfway through, guys. That's how long it takes me to read now. There was once a handsome movie star named Farley Granger. She closed her eyes and kind of sighed. Then she went into the house to get us a snack. Sheila went with her. See, when I'm reading now, I don't understand what I'm saying because I'm not reading it correctly. And that's where I used to go back and read it again and again. But I was wasting too much time. Now I just keep going. Guys, I swear these ceilings, everything is caving in this house. I'll have to do you a tour at some point and show you the cracks in the ceilings. Oh my God, it was so distracting 2 days ago or whenever I was doing a live. I kept staring at the ceiling. It was because I was like, holy shit, is this thing gonna freaking just cave in? Anyways, back to the story. As soon as they were gone, Mitzi got shy. As soon as they were gone. Anyways, she looked at the floor of the porch. Then she looked at the ceiling. She socked her fist into her baseball glove to make the pocket deeper. But she didn't say a word. Fudge watched her and hummed a little tune. He didn't have anything to say either. I decided it was up to me to get things going between them. See, this thing is acting up again. So I said, that's a good looking baseball glove. I call it my I'm getting tired. I call it my Mitzi, she said, hugging it to her chest. Big gave it to me. Who's Big? Fudge asked. My grandpa, Mitzi said. Big Apple. Big who? I asked. Sure, I'd misunderstood her. Big Apple, she said again. I couldn't believe this. I kneeled beside her and spoke very slowly. Are you telling us your grandfather is Big Apfel, the baseball player? Mitzi nodded. I gave his baseball card. I said, I know his stats by heart. Oh, I have. Why did I see I gave? I think I'm partly dyslexic a bit since this head injury when I get tired. But I want to document it anyway. I want to show you how I am. Like, I'm not always happy and doing stuff. Anyways. You want to play in his game, Mitzi asked. His game, I said. She nodded again. We play every Sunday. Are you saying that anyone who wants to play ball with Big Alpha Appel can? You have to pass the over-under test first. What's the over-under test? You have to be over 4 and under 104. And that's it? I asked. That's it, she said. Yahoo! I yelled, jumping up so high I almost knocked over one of Mrs. A's hanging plants. See, this is what happens when it starts acting up. I can't think properly. This is the best news I've heard in a long time. Is it the best news of the century? Fudge asked. It could be, I told him, as I yahooed again. In a minute, all three of us were jumping up and down and yahooing all over the porch. That's when the perfect babysitter appeared, holding a pitcher of juice. Oh, right, she's the one who went with the grandma. I'm gone for 5 minutes. She said, 5 minutes and look at you, carrying on like a bunch of monkeys. But honey, Fudge said, it's the best news of the century. What's the best news of the century? Sheila asked. Who knows, Fudge said. I don't even know what a century is. I ran all the way home. As soon as I got there, I called Jimmy Fargo. I'm not supposed to make long-distance calls without permission, but this was definitely a special occasion. I was still trying to catch my breath when Jimmy answered. Are you sitting or standing? I asked. Standing. Well, sit down. Okay, he said. I'm sitting. Where? I asked. What's the difference? I want to imagine how you look when I tell you the news. I'm sitting on the floor in the kitchen, Jimmy said, with my back against the refrigerator. Okay, I've got the picture. So, what's the story? Jimmy asked. You're never going to believe who our neighbor is up here. I paused for a second and took a deep breath. Then I dropped the news. Big app fell. Jimmy didn't say anything. You fainted, right? I asked. No. But you're speechless? No. You don't believe me. I believe you, Jimmy said, but I don't get it. Did you say Big Apple is your neighbor or Big what? I say Big Apple. Boston Red Sox. The greatest center fielder of all time. Ty Cobb was the greatest center fielder of all time. Or maybe Willie Mays. I wasn't going to argue with Jimmy. Instead, I explained this was a chance for us to play ball with one of the greats. I reminded him of what his glove and Mets cap to Maine. Mets cap to Maine. Then I waited for him to say something. What didn't I say? Are you still there? I strike out a lot, he finally said. I strike out a lot, he finally said. Who doesn't? Probably Big Al fell. We're not talking about major leagues. We're talking about the basic Sunday ball game. Speaking of basic, Johnny said, what's going on with how's it going with Queen of Cooties? I hardly ever see her. She's got a job babysitting. That's a relief, Jimmy said. I didn't tell him who she was babysitting. I couldn't get to sleep that night. I kept thinking about Jimmy and me playing on Big Alpha's team. But that reminded me of Jimmy that doesn't know we're sharing a house with the Tubmans. I have to come up with a good excuse, and soon, or I'll never hear the end of this from him. I tossed and turned as Fudge babbled in his sleep. I gave him a kick and he rolled over. After a while, I got out of bed and tiptoed down the hall to the bathroom. It's so quiet in the country and dark. In the city, it's never dark. You can always look out your window and see lights. It's never quiet either. You can hear the buzz of traffic even in the middle of the night. I used the toilet, then flushed. And that's when it came to me, the perfect excuse for sharing the house with the Tubmans. I flushed again and imagined myself telling Jimmy the long, sad story. I'd say, "See, when we first got to Maine, we moved into this big old house, but it had 7 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And you could see the ocean from every window. But unfortunately, there was a big problem." "What problem?" Jimmy would ask. "Poison gas," I'd say. "Poison gas in all the toilet. Green, steamy, gurgling stuff that bubbled up every time you flushed. Black," Jimmy would say, making a terrible face. "Dad had to call the health inspector," I'd continue. She took one look and went nuts. "This is a disaster," she cried. "This is a serious environmental disaster." "So, then what?" Jimmy would ask, biting his nails. She condemned the place, even though she was sorry about ruining our vacation. She had no choice. The police came and boarded up the house. They nailed the sign to the front door, "Warning, poison gas in toilets. Flush at your own risk." "Wow," Jimmy would say. "You're lucky you got out of there alive." And I'd say, "Yeah, I know." A brilliant story, I told myself as I turned out the bathroom light. Jimmy's very big environmental issues. He's got posters all over his room. Save the whales, save the dolphins, save the rainforest. So he'll understand what the Tubmans were just trying to save our vacation when they let us share their house. I went back to the room and got into bed. This time I had no problem falling asleep. Wow. 15 more minutes. Let's read one more chapter. I hope I can get through one chapter of this level. Chapter 8, Fudgemania by Judy Blume. "How come you're in such a bad mood?" Sheila asked me next morning. "It must be the weather," I grumbled. Actually, it was nothing to do with the weather, which was as gray and damp as usual. It had to do with my brilliant idea from last night. Somehow when I woke up this morning, my poison gas story sounded really weird. I wasn't sure Jimmy would buy it, and where would that leave me? After breakfast, I went back to bed. Dad says falling asleep when your body's not tired is a way of avoiding your problems. Maybe he's right. Because when I woke up an hour later, I still didn't know what to do about Jimmy. I looked out the window. The sun was making an effort to break through the clouds. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it yet, I thought. A lot can happen in a week. The Tubmans might decide they've had enough of Maine. They might even be gone by time Jimmy gets here. I got my baseball cards and went down to the porch. I was laying them out alphabetically by players' last names when Mitzi showed up. I still can't believe Mitzi's grandfather is Big Appel. I wonder why Mrs. A didn't tell us about him. Unless she's sick of people falling all over themselves when they find out who he is. I suppose I'd feel the same way if Dad were famous. Mitzi looked up at my baseball cards. That used to be Grandpa, she said when she spotted Big. What do you mean used to be? I said. He's still your grandpa, isn't he? Yes, but he's different now. He has more fat. He was probably a lot younger when they took this picture, I said, holding up his card. She nodded. What's Fudge? Or where's Fudge? He's planting in the garden with his babysitter. What's the garden? Or where's the garden? Behind the house. Will you take me? I started to tell her to go by herself. After all, she'd walk all the way to our house on her own. But she looked at me with those big eyes. Sometimes monsters live behind houses, she said. And I didn't bring my monster spray. Oh, and I didn't bring my monster spray. Monster spray, I said. Grandma makes it for me. It's a secret formula. When you spray the monsters, they melt. Sounds like an interesting product. Dad could have a field day with it, I thought. He's in advertising. Commercials are his business. I could see it now. Mitzi's monster spray, made from Grandma's secret formula. Spray twice a day and melt your monsters away. Mitzi held out her hand. Will you walk me around the house? How could I refuse? I walked her to the backyard where Sheila and Fudge were hard at work. They'd already dug out a plot of land. Now they were lining up rows of pink rocks from the beach. You're planting rocks? I asked. Yes, Fudge said. Rocks don't need sun or water. They don't get slugs. Animals don't eat them. And they never die. I looked at Sheila. It was his idea, she said. It was my idea, Fudge repeated. I like this garden, Mitzi said. She got down on her hands and knees to help. Mom and Dad are going to be surprised when they see your garden, I told Fudge. I know, he said. They're going to be surprised that you dug up this much grass to plant rocks, especially since the backyard doesn't belong to us. Who does it belong to? Fudge asked. The people who own the house. Excuse me. I told him. So, he said, the people who own this house will be happy when they see my garden. Maybe, I told him. Or maybe they'll say, who dug up our backyard? Really? Peter Really, Peter, Sheila said. You're such a worrier. Yeah, Pete, Fudge said. You worry too much. I don't worry, I told them. I think ahead. When the rocks were all planted, 6 rows of them, with 10 of each row, Mitzi scooped up a handful of dirt. Now, let's make mud pie. Mud pie, Fudge said. That's what they have for dessert at Tico Taco. Right, Pete? But it's not made of mud, I told him. Then why do they call it mud pie? He asked. Remember, it looks like mud, he explained. Yum, mud pie, Mitzi said, licking her dirt off her fingers. Spit that out right now, Sheila told her. That's full of bacteria. Yum, bacteria, Mitzi said. I love bacteria. Don't you, Fudge? Bacteria is my favorite, Fudge said. And then he looked up at me. What's bacteria, Pete? They're like germs, I told him. Yum, germs, Mitzi said. Germs are really tasty. Cooties are tasty too, Fudgy said. And slugs. Slugs are fat and juicy. You two are disgusting, Sheila said. Germy, germy germs and sluggy, sluggy slugs, Missy said. Yummy, yummy, down my tummy. Fudge held his arms straight out to his sides and began to swirl. Mitzi copied him. They swirled around and around faster and faster until they got so dizzy they fell to the ground, screaming and laughing. Then they started all over again. Stop that, Sheila shouted. We can't, Fudge yelled, swirling and swirling. It's Fudgemania, Mitzi shrieked. Once you get it, you can never stop. I'm going to count to 3, Sheila shouted. But Sheila's threat didn't bother them. You better watch out, Fudge said, because it's catching. He swirled over to me and swatted my behind. Now you've got it, Pete. You've got Fudgemania too. I started swirling, slowly at first, then faster and faster. Everything was a blur. I swirled over to Sheila and smacked her on the back. Look out, Sheila. You just caught it from me. I did not catch anything from you, Sheila shouted. You will never catch anything from you. I will never catch anything from you. The door to the house slammed and out marched Libby. She was wearing her Snoopy t-shirt. It's so big it hangs down to her knees. She stomped across the yard. Just what exactly is going on here? She asked. She didn't wait for an answer. And how am I supposed to sleep with this racket? Sleep? Mitzi asked. Now? Yes, now, Libby said. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. You sleep until 10 o'clock in the morning? Mitzi said. Like she couldn't believe it. Libby put her hands on her hips and glared. I try. But morning is the best time to play, Mitzi said. Who is this kid? Libby asked Sheila. Mitzi Atfeld, Sheila said. A neighbor. I'm 5, Mitzi told her, and I walked here all by myself. I didn't need anyone to show me the way. I'll tell you what you need, Libby began. But Mitzi didn't wait to hear what Libby had to say. She raced off shouting, It's Fudge-O-Mania! Fudge followed Mitzi. Sheila chased both of them. You're all maniacs! Libby shouted. Fudge-O-Maniacs! I added. Either Libby didn't get my joke or she decided to ignore me, because she said, this is all your fault, Peter. Chaos follows you and your family. Chaos, I said. I don't believe I know him. That got Libby really mad. Chaos! She yelled. A state of utter confusion or disaster. Then she stomped back to the house and went inside, letting the screen door slam behind her. I couldn't help laughing. Then, when Mum and Dad saw Fudge's garden, I expected them to really let him have it. They've always taught us to respect other people's property. But when Fudge explained his reasons for planting rocks, Mum said, That's very good thinking. I could babysit. I meant to say, a good babysitter encourages creative thinking, Sheila said. But doesn't this show a lack of respect for other people's property? I asked. Well, Mum said, it would have been better if Fudge had checked with us before he started. But his idea was well thought out. Rocks don't need sun or water. Animals can't eat them. Yeah, I said. I've heard all about it. Grandma wandered across the yard with Buzzy Sr. She took one look at Fudge's garden and said, Isn't my garden an original, Buzzy? Actually, it was mostly my idea, Sheila said. That's not what you said this morning, I shouted at Sheila. This morning you said it was his idea. Just shut your face, you Peter Hatcher, she shouted back. Who's going to make me? I yelled. Children, Grandma said, let's be kind. Kind is the word your grandma doesn't know, Muriel, Sheila shouted. He knows it, Grandma said, but sometimes he forgets what it means. And she doesn't. And I meant to say, and she doesn't? I asked. Sometimes she forgets too, Grandma admitted. I don't see why you two can't get along as well as your dogs, Buzzy Sr. said. I looked towards the house. Turtle and Jake were playing together. You'd think Turtle wouldn't show more Turtle would show more loyalty. You'd think he'd understand about Sheila and me. Tootsie grabbed my leg. Up! Pee! Up! Not now, I said. Now! But I wasn't in the mood for the baby tricks. So I shook her off and she fell over on her backside. It took a few seconds for her to react. Then she scrambled up. Her mouth started twitching. Her breath came fast. She made her little hands into fists, shut her eyes tight, opened her mouth. Once she got going, you could hear her a mile away. What happened, Tootsie Pie? Dad asked as he lifted her into his arms. Tootsie kept screaming and Mum looked at me. Was that necessary, Pete? Was what necessary? I said. Mum just shook her head. You see how much trouble you cause for everyone, Sheila shouted at me. Oh, I need something to eat, guys. Where was I? Okay, I'm on page 66. Ow, my back! Someone took your life away. Ow. Life goes on, baby. You follow? Because my life doesn't do always the thing you want. I have to do what I gotta do. Follow? Let me turn this light on. That's something I need to do, which I forgot to do. Now, what was I gonna get? What is there? I shouldn't be eating all this candy. Oh, these are things I put aside. I want to, tomorrow, if you stay tuned, I think tomorrow I'm going to finally make that gingerbread house. What is this? Ooh, marshmallows. Ah! Oh no! Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Yow, 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 yow. Yow. Oh boy, where's I can't even see what the heck I'm looking at. It's too dark, man. Marshmallows. Ooh. There's a couple of items from Halloween. I kind of am finally getting in the mood for those spicy ones. Let's have one of these. I am not bending it anymore. I'm going to leave that light on. Who likes to read while having some chocolate? Who reads in bed and eats chocolate? Comment and let me know. Don't let me lose my page. Another Friday night and I ain't got nobody. I'm reading to my subscribers for the 3rd hour straight. Well, I think I've been reading for 1 hour. These are... Oh my god, guys. Whoever has let their marshmallows dry out. I have to keep one of them because it's an experiment. No. Ow! Because everything's achy, chewing hurts. I don't know if I can read and chew at the same time. Oh, there's only one left? I thought there was 3 of these. Oh no, I'm putting crumbs in the bed. Crumbs. Will you still love me if I put crumbs in your bed? No. I don't like crumbs in the bed. But you can put your shoes underneath my bed. Mmm. 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 Oh. Well, let me try and keep reading. How come I'm getting blamed for this, I thought. All I did was ask one simple question. Fudge held his arms out to Mom. Up, he said. Up, up, up. You want to play baby? Mom asked. Goo goo gaga, Fudge said, jumping into Mom's arms. You're getting heavy, Mom said, planting a kiss on his head. But not too heavy for my mommy, right? I shook my head, then turned away and watched Dad galloping around the yard with Tootsie on his shoulders. In a minute, Tootsie was laughing. I remember when Dad carried Fudge that way, and there's a photo of me on his shoulders too. I'm laughing really hard and grabbing Dad's hair. He had a lot more to grab then. Go, horsey, Tootsie called as Dad galloped in the other direction. Being a baby is so easy, I thought, riding around on Dad's shoulders, knowing he'd never let you fall, and doing and saying whatever you please. Without worrying about what the other guy would think. Grandma put her arm around my shoulder. It's not easy being firstborn, is it? I looked at her and smiled. She knew exactly what I was feeling. Oh, that was it. We're done that chapter. Oh, we got halfway through the book so far, guys. Chapter 9. It's called Dizzy from Izzy by Judy Blume. Fudge-O-Mania. Page 68. It says, I hung out at the beach almost all day on Friday, hoping to catch a glimpse of Big Apfel. Ooh. I need to eat this first. I'll bite. Ugh. The slightest little bit of something on my rib hurts my rib. Anybody ever eat mushroom? Not mushrooms! Marshmallow and caramel together? Uh-oh. I might have to run to the bathroom already. I'm gonna eat this one marshmallow all at the same time. No, wait. First, I'm gonna eat the caramel because the caramel is gonna get all stuck on my teeth. Caramel! My stomach is hurting already. I shouldn't be eating all this sugar, but I don't feel well enough to do cooking. Mmm. 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 Whoa. That is sweet. I'm gonna eat the chocolate first because, what was that? I just felt something on my face. Ow, my neck. Guys, I know I don't talk about the ghost often, but there's still a ghost in here. Spooky witch from Halloween. I just try and ignore it. Because I don't want to think that I'm crazy, baby. Oh, my head. Now, where was I? Mm. I'm all caught up in blankets. Ow, my back. Oh, my shirt's all messed up. Huh. This, this chapter doesn't look really good. I wonder what time it is. I'm kind of getting tired. Oh, I'm tired. It must be my bedtime. I'm like a clock. For the most part. At a certain point, time to sleep. Must be 11 o'clock. Let's see. I wonder if it'll let me see. Nope. Oh yeah, see? Like clockwork. 11 o'clock. Time to brush your teeth. You didn't think that I brush my teeth, them being so dirty as they look. But I do. Ah! Ah! Oh! Do you want to come with me to brush my teeth? Oh! Okay, we're reading Dizzy from Izzy next. Actually, I'm gonna shut her down. Or should I? Oh shit, I got freaking food on the floor. On the bed. Oh, no. Oh. Messy, messy, messy. Uh, I did not do. I think we'll have pancakes for breakfast. I kind of would like to have crepes. Or should I make some of this yogurt? I meant, whatever you call this. Or should I have some of this? Should we eat some fruit cocktail before I go to sleep? Yep. Don't go to sleep with candy on your stomach. Fruit candy is better than fruit. Ooh, it's like a diamante fruit cup. I was always afraid of these cups. Who else is afraid of these damn cups? God damn it. It's gonna be the day I chop the whole fucking finger off. I hate them. I hate them. Gotta go pee. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh. That stinky towel. There's a towel that was left behind. I think the guy used to instead of washing his feet, I think he wiped the feet out. I just got a shock. See? That might have been the ghost fucking me around. I don't normally get a shock like that. I know, people who don't believe in ghosts, maybe you think I'm crazy to talk about the ghosts, but it's the truth. C'est la vérité. C'est la vérité. Oh, don't do this at home. That's how my damn fruit falls. My fruit when I'm eating candy in bed, I always end up getting the package all over the place. All the candy all over the place, I meant. Is somebody trying to talk to me? Oh, hi. I see something. Hold on a minute. Somebody's spamming my shite. I don't know how to do it on here. All messages are visible. Hide all. I'm going to close the chat messages for the moment. Sorry. No, I better open it first to see what he was saying. Somebody was talking. Hold on, ACL was talking. How do I unshut? Oh, shite. Now I don't know how to... I'm so stupid. Now I don't know how to... How do you take this off now? Is it this one? No. Fuck. No, here it is. Some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello, Marshall. Hello, ACL again. Page 66 is good progress. Oh, thank you. Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning for you. I'm with you the whole way. Oh, thank you, ACL. Oh, that makes me feel good. Thank you. I appreciate you. I want to get through this. I guess I'm yelling now. I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm yelling because of my stupid concussion. Because you're far away, so I think I have to yell. I guess that's maybe why I do it. I've looked back on my my videos, and I wonder why I'm doing certain things, and I can only think, oh, I must be getting tired. And I start doing weird things, such as yelling at you, thinking you're far away. But yeah, I want to get through this little book. It's so cute. It's good practice. But did you happen to see, I don't know if people noticed, there was a blurb there where I couldn't read? And I started stuttering and talking weird. That's what happens sometimes. Some people call it a brain fart. I don't call it a brain fart. How come this, my unit looks crooked on this side? Aw, that's nice of you to say that you'd be with me. So you're 2 hours difference. Uh-oh. I'm dirtying my shirt. I guess it's okay to dirty the sweater, because I'm going to be taking it off anyway. I wonder who took their like away. I had 4 likes, now I only have 3. I wonder why people do that. It's called Rinda in the Raw. With me, plain old girl. Yet I go out of my way, buy gum and do this or the other, try and make good videos. I'm just a poor girl. Poor on so many levels. Be nice to me. At least throw the girl a little bone and give her a like. So achy. I think I'm gonna go to sleep soon. We're at 3:33. Good night, y'all. See you in the next video.